be nearby. This roof should give me a clear view.
I should not be seen in this area.
Lord Calder, with your permission, we will now return to Asa.
Soon. I have need for you still.
Asa's warriors. Where do they fit into all this?
You are one of our captains, yes?
A duty I share with two others here.
I thought I saw something in you. Stout, resolute. Step over here.
Sigrun and Halstein were two of the most revered sons of Ivaldi. If such prestige is a requirement for these rituals, then Calder is surely luring that Muspel to his death. I wonder if there's a way I can observe the ritual up close. I need to approach Calder without him taking notice. Perhaps the best way is with deception.
Join me, chosen one. Together. Join me, chosen one. Together, we will enact Suitor's will.
Remember old
Who
stories?
among them?
3 ships, all that booty, was the mother of all pyres.
No! Mind the Salagar!
Let me kill him!
Kill them!
Calder fled northwest. Asa snapping at his heels. He can't have made it far. Asa chased after Calder like a rabid hound. Though he is no helpless rabbit. What signs might I find of this pursuit?
See you, old friend.
These fools dared stand in her path.
I must be careful now.
No other bodies in this warpath. He was the last to die. Several wounds. This one put up a fight. Briefly, I suspect. How hard was he knocked into this rock? Most likely dead upon impact. Asa caught up to Calder. His warriors moved in while he pushed on. But Asa tore through them like a whirlwind. The trail of the dead reveals her direction. Calder's too. And most importantly, the Salakars. They are headed west.
Show me what lies ahead.
I need to find Calder before Asa does. In her bloodlust, the Salakar is not safe. Looks like these two brought all the fires of Muspelheim with them. And Freya wonders why I have always refused to take her on a tour of that scorched dunghill. Two sets of footprints. One is stretched, like someone fled. The other closer together, uneven and lined with blood. They were hobbling, perhaps. Asa and Calder fought here. Blood was spilled. Asa and Calder fought here. He gained the advantage. Foolish girl. Asa, your rage makes you vulnerable. She's hurt, but not enough to stop her. Looks like she followed Calder up that hill.
This place is heavily guarded. Stretch your wings, Syna.
No sight of Asa or Calder. Only these curious Jotun buffoons who stand in my way. They should run, but they won't.
This looks to be the source of all that noise. I disgust you!
There was a cart here, and track marks leading to it. These are similar. We used to restrain someone. The dead stack up. For these Muspels, Ragnarok came early. Ace's spear. Abandoned. Did Calder and his minions finally best her? Asa chased Calder into this camp, leaking her lifeblood, blinded by rage and utterly reckless. Looks to have cost her too. She came crashing in, mauling whatever half-wit stood between her and Calder. Those half-wits fought back in numbers. Injured and disarmed, she was overpowered and restrained. Calder then had her tossed onto a cart like a sack of turnips. Looks like they fled up that path. What is it Calder plans to do with the little princess now that she is his prisoner? Surely not. These tracks lead west. I must find Calder and the Svaladal. For Baldr's sake. Is this blood Ace's? Or is she still proving too much to handle? They paused here for a moment before continuing. Most likely to resecure Ace's bonds. Even in her sorry state, I imagine her to be quite the handful. She even bested me. Temporarily. Perhaps Baldr'a would not approve of my methods, of the cruelty I must perform on his behalf. He and Asa, they're young, pure of heart, but lacking in logic. One day they will grow up and see life as I see it. In the meantime, they must rely on me to ensure they live long enough to achieve that wisdom. And so, I do not have the luxury of being faultless. They made a turn here toward the river. I hope I'm not too late. Asa!
Is that you again, mad one? Come to tempt fate, I see.
I do not die this day. Can you say the same?
Yes. You've proven once already how you like to strut around, unencumbered by fear. Perhaps the Svaladal did not give you an adequate taste of it.
Enough of this blithering. Hand over what is now mine. Or shall I just take it?
To know fear, we must be subjected to it. When I am through with you, I will take Asa's willful hooger. Soon after, the Salakar will be complete. Then, believe me, you will know fear and pain. Just like your son. Weak! Oh, frail! What happened, Olfa? Too much of that Weak! Oh, frail! What happened, Olfa? Too much of that pretentious Asgardian air. See you now.
Why is Sutra collecting hookahs? What does he mean to do with the Salakar? Tell me! Why do you aim to finish my work? Ask yourself how much you care to suffer in these final moments. Do your worst.
You are wasting your breath. He will not tell you. And he won't have to. His secrets are known to me now. You want them? Move aside. Move aside, or I will destroy it.
Traitor!
Traitor? It is you who are slaughtering your own kind.
What I do for Sutra!
Such devotion requires a strong hugr. All these Muspel sacrifices, you needed only look inward. Was he right? About you wanting to complete the Salakar?
Sutra will not trade my son for something he cannot use.
So you will see it through? To what end? How many lives would you take?
For Baldr'a, I would drain all 9 realms. Even Asgard.
The words of a dreadful king. And a selfless father. It is the one thing that separates you from my own. You wish to reunite with your son. I wish to see my father's plans lie in ruin. No matter the price. Can you see both through?
I can. But I will need your help. The Salakar still requires the hooker of a suitable Jotun. Coulter never found one. I must get hunting.
Do as you will. In the meantime, I'll join my stepmother, wherever she may be. I will try to learn how the Salakar fits into my father's plans. Under the guise of a contrite stepdaughter, of course. Keep it. I will need a way to find you when it is time to confront my father.
You and this bauble share a bond. I set out to use you to my advantage. It ends with me in your debt.
If it were not for you, I would have never known what my father was capable of. He used our people. Turned them on each other. for his gain. I cannot forgive him. And to that end, I am your ally.
In Asgard, an ally is a friend.
Let us not get carried away.
Which of these dwarves can help me find a suitable Jotun? Perhaps if I listen to that chatter, some fount of wisdom will reveal itself.
Please, we don't want any trouble. Why don't you lay back? Rest a while.
What for? I may never wake again. At any point,
I reckon
our
they're
invaders
lying.
might storm.
Come to humiliate us some more?
Help me, and I'll compose your saga so exalted it will endure Ragnarok itself. But first, I need a name and a place.
For what?
For whom? The mightiest Jotun in all of Svartalfheim.
We know the one. Right hand of Suttungr. Malvigr.
Here because of us.
She is worthwhile.
Gave your son Vidar quite the beating once, didn't she?
One day Vidar will make me proud. But why would Malvigr care about you two?
Bremir and Lom aren't our real names. Allow me to introduce Fjalar and Galar. The ones who killed Suttungr's father.
I heard something about him trying to outdrink a couple of dwarfs. And after, befuddled tripping and breaking his neck.
Suttungr wasn't happy. Held us responsible. But luckily we'd acquired some mead. Some special mead. And well, Suttungr is partial to a bit of mead. We bartered it in exchange for our lives. Except afterwards, some thieving twat went and stole it.
Loki, most likely. It's always Loki.
Whoever it was, Suttungr didn't catch them. So he decided to take it out on us instead. Sent Malvigr to hunt us down. Been incognito ever since. Can't trust this lot not to sell us out.
Still, she hasn't found us yet.
She will. Malvigr's dangerous prey, even for you. But we can help balance the scales. Our old house, north of here, sunk in a lake. Inside, upstairs on a table, you'll find a cup of great potency.
Cup?
You know, the cup.
Oh yes, the cup.
Has the power to do wonderful stuff. For instance...
So, I bring you the cup, and then...
we show you how to use it against Malvigr.
It's a deal.
At any point, our invaders might
No one wants to hear our saga.
What?
beat us to their feet.
But we're giants,
They
killers.
will
Dance with us, like there's no tomorrow.
No, we can't sing.
Do we always get turned into fools?
Why not?
This terrifying thought.
First is the thought of having to sit through your
Well, I'm
bemoaning.
getting tired of
So
all
when
this.
I suggest you rest, it's because if you don't...
Sail out! Sing, my ravens.
If you have a friend that's truly trusted and want good to grow of your friendship.
Have a look, Sunan.
Drop the sail!
This is the place. The old home. Whatever they're called. I should find a way inside. Looks like I'll be getting my toes wet. Nothing. Perhaps someone has already been here and stolen it. Assuming there was a cup in the first place.
Scum! Are the most merciful of all the Asien. It's best to leave one of your enemies alive, so they can tell of your greatness.
Everyone knows of my greatness.
Perhaps there are one or two who have not yet heard?
Just tell me where Malvigar is.
What's in it for me?
I do not know, but I will tell you this. The longer you make me wait, the worse it will be.
Malvigar is at the den to the west. And now? Will you spare me?
Until next we meet.
There will be no next. You can be sure of that.